Morning, guys. Welcome to Coffee Chat. Now, guys, you may be wondering, why is David holding his cup just like that? Well, guys, I'm holding my cup this way because some friends of ours of this channel, subscribers, sent me this cup, Gary and Kitty, out of Mora, Minnesota. And guys, right there, they got one of these Dora horses on there, and apparently the largest Dora horse in the United States is in Mora, Minnesota, where there is a big time Swedish population. And guys, we've got people around the wide world that are out, watching this channel in Sweden and things like that. And we want to give a big shout out to that population out there, that is for sure. But guys, if I held the cup like this, you wouldn't have seen that. So that's why I held it like that. Guys, I want to tell you something. Every time, and I'm going to say it this way, you guys are the very best community in all of crypto. Judy and I genuinely love you guys. When you get out there and you put in your comments and you share your encouragement and your concerns and on, and you send us maybe a coffee cup or things like that, those things mean so much to us. It is so precious to us. And we really do want you to know how much we value. Listen, guys, we create the content, but you create the community. I'll tell you what, and it is so valuable to us right there. Now, guys, I want to share something else. Judy had an amazing interview with Ian Farrar from Purium just yesterday, and it's gotten like 6,000-7,000 views. And I'll tell you what, if you haven't seen it yet, you go watch that. It is truly amazing. It's about XRP, rich and healthy. And this guy is out there and he's really sharing some amazing, details about wealth and health and stuff like that. And you want to catch it, guys. It was truly something. She did a fabulous job. And I always love supporting and encouraging Judy. I'll tell you what, Judy behind the scenes provides so much information and content on this channel. You would be amazed. A lot of it is because of things that she has thought and suggested and that kind of stuff. So really good. And I'll tell you guys, get out there and there's some content information. By the way, a lot of people are writing, hey, how do I connect with this and this and that? Guys, all of the information is in the description of the video. You just got to hit that little more button there and the description drops down and all the links and everything are in that. So that's right there. Guys, go check that one out. Now, having said that, article I'm reading this morning, and this is absolutely massive, big. So here I am. I'm reading this article coming out of California. And, we have all seen how, energy prices have really spiked and things like that. But get this, in California, the energy prices have just gone so wild high that 1 in 5 households in the state of California cannot manage to pay their utility. Can you fathom that? 1 in 5. Now we're talking about one of the biggest, most prosperous states in the union. In fact, California, I believe, is the 4th largest economy in the wide world. And yet you got 1 in 5 that can't afford to pay their power bills, making a decision between whether they're putting food in the fridge or keeping the lights on at night. And they want us to believe that the economy is okay, everything's turning around. What a load of hogwash. I mean, that is just absolutely obscene when you think about that many are behind on their power bills. And yet they want the narrative out here to say, well, things are turning around. We're going to cut the interest rates. Oh, the inflation. They don't even include the cost of energy, nor do they include the cost of food in when they come out with those inflation numbers. That tells you just how much fudgery is going on when you listen to these numbers that they're coming out with. And all it is it's just another excuse to turn the printing presses on. They're going to cut the interest rates, yeah, for sure, for all the big boys. Now think about this. You got the Treasury, Janet Yellen out there telling you and I, oh, well, the United States is going to buy back all. Where are they getting the money to do that? I mean, the $34-35 trillion in debt. Well, of course we know where they're getting it. They're having the Federal Reserve over there just punch it out. Just print some more, trillions upon trillions. Every 3 months, another $1 trillion getting produced, destroying the purchasing power of our money. And the reality, guys, is this. This is where the massive disconnect comes in. There's a disconnect between what really is going on in the economy and these markets. I have shared this so many times, you cannot deny it. And this is where I'm encouraging folks. Guys, you've got to start to put on a life preserver. You got to get a life jacket on for this economy. And I genuinely believe that this distributed ledger technology is going to represent that. Now, why do I believe that? Well, guys, it's because of what they're doing. They're literally destroying this current system, putting the infrastructure in place to move us into this digital asset space in a wide world. Think of a wide way. Now, think of this. You want to talk about real world asset tokenization? You're having U.S. treasuries right now being tokenized on the XRP ledger. That is phenomenal right there. But it's not stopping there, guys. They are moving us. We know that they're making that transition into this space because this current system is literally on its like it's on life support. It's on its last legs. They absolutely know it. And yet they are going to turn around. Now, having said that, I always point back to when this was going on here and everybody's out there banging their pots and pans and on and on and on. Of course, the economy around the wide world, manufacturing, distributing, service, everything was literally stopped. Oh, do you hear the thunder over there? We're getting a storm, I think, is coming in. Needless to say, everything was shut down. Yet one of the biggest bull markets the world has ever seen. Guys, that's why I believe that, we're in a situation where a lot of people are hurting big time. You think about when someone loses their job, like a lot of people have been laid off of good paying jobs and they're trying to replace that with these part-time jobs. Well, think about this. It's not just the paycheck that's being evaporated there. What about all the benefits? The healthcare, the dental, the this and that. Now you think of a family of 4 or 5, couple kids, 2, 3 kids, and they need braces, they need this and they need that, and they can't do it. Why? They don't have the insurance, they don't have the coverage, they don't have this, and the hurt that is on there. And then people having to go in and dip into their savings, utilize the equity in their home just making it so difficult. Now, if you think you got 20%, 1 in 5 that can't pay their power bills, what else can't they pay, guys? Think about it. It is not as rosy as they want us to believe it is, and there's no turnaround. That is for certain. And guys, and this is where I say, if you can nestle away just a little bit and get out there, at least for yourself, research it, guys. Get to see what's coming, because I genuinely believe when all this is said and done, it's going to represent probably the greatest wealth transfer in the history of the world, I'll tell you. And think about it. When all the regulation, all the regulatory clarity and all that comes into play, what's going to happen, guys? Well, the risk is going to come down, isn't it? And with that, the reward is going to come down, isn't it? And right now we can get these things sub $1, sub 50 cents in some cases. And yet it is the backbone for the very infrastructure of the new economy that they're building. I mean, it is truly phenomenal. And that's why I'm always out encouraging folks, don't miss it. Look, open your eyes and see what's going on. But I know when you're going through a world of hurt, sometimes that's all you can focus on because of the worry and the concern that goes with it. Do you think that's not with intention? I mean, we're talking about when you see all these people capitulating, and for everyone selling in these market crashes, dips, whatever you want to call them, guess what? Someone has to be on the other end of that equation buying it up, just buying it up like crazy. Now you think about this. When this space, literally it gets fully implemented and the prices are up there, and they are up there. Think about this. For every person that is, selling at like $100, because, a lot of people are throwing numbers like that out there. Let's say it gets there and you're selling at $100. Someone else has to be on the other side of that equation buying at $100. What do you think is in their mind? Well, they're probably thinking, hey, I'm hoping it hits $200, $300. That's it. But here we are at the ability to pick it up at these prices, guys. I'm telling you, to me, I believe it's almost a blessing. It has been a blessing. And something I also want to talk about, of course, we got this decision of Judge Annalisa Torres here, where, Ripple has, they got their fine and all this. And now the big conjecture and the instability, of course, is, hey, are either side going to appeal? Well, guys, in a way, I don't even know if that will make much of a difference in this next run. Why is that? Well, when they initially slapped this lawsuit on them and all the uncertainty with that, XRP still did a 1,200% move. And it took only 4 months to happen. Guys, I absolutely believe that we are going to see a big turnaround. This is where I see the disconnect in the economy from the market. The economy could be really crushing, but the market, yep, you're going to watch and see. Do you think it was just stimulus that was pumping the market in that big run? No, it wasn't, guys. It was all these central banks around the wide world buying it up like crazy. That's exactly what they're doing now, buying the debt like insane, pushing money into risk on assets, on and on and on. And that, if you've seen ever such a rebound as what we saw there, amazing. Guys, don't miss it. Don't miss it. Get out there. Don't let yourself be absolutely buffaloed by this or shaken like that, because I'll tell you what, the day is going to come. I genuinely believe this. One of these days, we are going to turn around. We're going to open up our portfolios. I remember what that felt like for Judy and I when I opened up our portfolio that one day, and it almost happened like overnight. It just went bang. Just amazingly, and I was like, wake up, oh, Judy, wake up, and on and on and on. It was truly something else, guys. I really believe we're going to see something like that again. And when that happens, you think about this, how could that insulate you from what's going on right now? That's how I kind of think about it. And this is where you have to assess your own risk tolerance. You have to get out there, really. And now a lot of people have asked, hey, David, well, what is genuine? I'll tell you what Judy and I did for genuine research. We would go on to the websites of these, various ecosystems. We would read every piece of paperwork that you could possibly get, every link, and we would start understanding. We would even be investigating the people who manage the whole deal. What are they bringing to the table? And then, of course, we'd be asking ourselves, hey, did they do what they said they were going to do? And if not, why not? Think about that. Mitigating circumstances. Of course, with XRP, the mitigating circumstance has been this massive lawsuit. Now that that's all over, of course, it's all the, uncertainty of whether anyone's going to appeal and on and on and on. But think about this. You would imagine that a company like Ripple, that is all they would have focused on, considering they spent over $200 million fighting it. But guys, they didn't. They went out there, they just made partnership after partnership, acquisition after acquisition, releasing the RLUSD. They went out there and they bought Mataco and all these kind of custody platforms, standard custody and on and on. And they have just expanded the ecosystem around the wide world. Now ask yourself this, has this ecosystem contracted or has it really expanded? Well, we know in the last 4 years, boy, have they ever grown it. And the utilization of the XRP ledger and XRP, phenomenal. Now you got the Bank of America talking about whether or not they're going to start using XRP for, Ripple payments and cross-border remittances. And I'll tell you, you get one of these major banks going, they're all going to fall just like dominoes. That's how I see it, guys. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. I'll tell you what, amazing, amazing. Now, guys, it is Friday. And of course, that means the weekend is upon us. And guys, we have the amazing video planned for us later on today, but also come back on Saturday. We have Saturday question and answer. Sunday, we got sugar on Sunday. Real solid nuggets of encouragement, I'll tell you what. And guys, until we see you later on, I hope you're having a fabulous, absolute fabulous Friday. And take care.